Movies and television are constantly making predictions about how our world will change in the near future. And while they may be comically wrong, like everyone zooming around on hoverboards in Back to the Future, we're going to be taking a look of our own. The truth is that since technology and humanity's capabilities have advanced exponentially within the last few decades, it's difficult to tell what our world will be like by 2030. With how our world is today, the possibilities for science and technology are boundless. So, what can we expect before the year 2030? First off, no groundbreaking discoveries are worth anything unless we're around to actually use them. That's why NASA is continuing to put an incredible amount of time and money into ensuring that we can protect ourselves from a massive asteroid that could be heading towards our planet. In fact, the organization has just published an 18-page outline on their new strategy over the next 10 years. The plan is to crash a space shuttle into an incoming asteroid at a speed of 13,500 miles per hour. With any luck, this force will be enough to divert the projectile off its trajectory. The first test in this process is likely to take place sometime in 2021, when a spacecraft will be flown into an 800-meter asteroid named Didymos, which is currently a safe distance from our planet. If the test goes well, then we will have an indication that the concept will be feasibly perfected by the time that we reach 2030. Space doesn't just need to be a threat for us, however. There's plenty of amazing opportunities as well. Maybe the most incredible is a new home for the human race. As ludicrous as it may sound, multiple organizations have already taken the first steps towards colonizing Mars. NASA has already had much of their funding diverted to such a project in the 2019 budget, showing clear signs of dedication to the colony. The Red Planet is already being prospected for ideal locations to colonize by the Mars InSight lander, which launched in late 2018. The missions have already proven costly, with the scouting mission alone costing around $1 billion. But NASA isn't deterred, and have set their plans to have the first wave of actual humans arriving sometime in the 2030s. They will be sent in the Orion multipurpose crew vehicle with the Space Launch System, which has already been developed. But there's plenty of changes to come about here on Earth as well. Robots have always embodied the future for humans, but their future role in our society won't be what we expected. In fact, robotics seems to mostly serve the purpose of replacing people. In a new report from McKinsey & Company, by the year 2030, over 800 million current jobs will be filled by robots instead, and this will have a massive influence on the lives of many. Many will have to seek new employment, including nearly 1/3 of those in the US and other developed nations. The replacement rate will vary greatly between fields, but it seems that financial service workers will be hit the hardest. In this area, an astounding 60% are estimated to be pushed out of their duties by machine competitors. There's no doubt that a growing robot workforce already holds a massive niche in unskilled labor, and the footholds machines hold in labor can only be expected to grow exponentially. But that's only the devices that do exactly what they're told. What about the really crazy machines that can think on their own? Artificial intelligence. With the technology being so new, there's been a sprint to study it, and the race is led by the 100-year study on artificial intelligence, AI 100, by Stanford University. The study mainly focuses on the ethical concerns that many have about the nearly sentient computers, and their first report was just published. In it, they found that much like robots, AI will be taking many current jobs, but in different sectors. With their intelligence, AI will run much of our transportation, healthcare, and home service. It seems like nobody's jobs are safe, with all of the futuristic machines catching up with our own ability. But at least this won't be world-ending for us, as the study found that AI poses no long-standing goals, and therefore can't be bent on global domination. One less thing to worry about. But the future isn't entirely grim, and new technologies will offer plenty of ways to make life easier, and in the case of food production, more humane. A necessity of all life is food, and for us humans this may take shape in many different delicious forms. But by 2030, we might all be eating meals that include lab-grown meat. Cell biologist Aparna Subramanian has been using the knowledge she has gained throughout her years of experience and is hoping to lead her team to become the world's largest meat company. Just is a meat company that solely curates lab-grown meat by utilizing the cells of the creatures they wish to emulate. Another scientist from Tufts University explains that the easiest meat to grow is turkey breast due to the number of fat cells. He says if everything progresses accordingly, people could be eating lab-grown turkey for Thanksgiving by 2030. This technology could help the ever-growing human population and the inevitable increased costs for food in general. Growing and creating things won't just be for the science labs, however. With technology getting better and faster, 3D printing will revolutionize every household before the year 2030. Imagine needing a product or device, and instead of having to go to the store, you can simply 3D print it at home. Right now, sales of 3D printers are on track to reach 100 million by 2030. This means that over half of all homes will contain some sort of device. Not only will the everyday consumer be able to benefit from this technology, but the entire globe will use it as well. The UAE Prime Minister has even stated that by 2030, 1/4 of Dubai's buildings will be 3D printed. With this stunning announcement, it is only expected that many nations will follow in Dubai's footsteps and use 3D printing to change the world. With the world changing right before everyone's eyes, one evident transformation that's happening as we speak is the implementation of electric vehicles. Elon Musk has led Tesla to be one of the most innovative and popular companies in the world, and they are only starting the push towards an all-electric future. Currently, there are about 3 million electric cars on the road, but by 2030, it is projected that there will be 125 million. There are numerous reasons for this exponential growth. Some include lower costs in the production of batteries, increased interest in renewable energy, and increasing prices of traditional fuel. Numerous automobile companies that include BMW, Nissan, Ford, and more will try to compete with Tesla and have a piece of the electric car pie once the entire globe runs on them. But Tesla is set to be a $1 trillion company by the time 2030 arrives, and with their planned use of virtual and augmented reality, there is nothing that can stop them. Tesla has already filed patents for augmented reality technology that assembly line workers will use, so it won't be a surprise if they eventually incorporate it into their vehicles. However, virtual reality and augmented reality as a whole will be light years ahead of what it is today. The main goal for nearly every virtual reality developer is to create an internet immersive experience for virtual reality. Nowadays, we use the internet on a 2D scale, through our computers, phones, or tablets. But what if we could be inside of the internet and interact with the endless amount of information that is accessible at our fingertips? This is what Toshi Hu aspires virtual reality to be, and ultimately all of our senses will be used, not just sight. The first step towards this is to lose the bulky and unfashionable headsets. The Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers have already concluded that by 2030, headsets will be something of the past. This may be hard to envision, but just think about the paradigm shift phones took when buttons were completely erased. This technology won't be cheap, especially with the upward inflation our economy is experiencing. The average US dollar value has increased every single year, and this trend will not stop. By 2030, $100 will be worth $138.42 in today's value. Many citizens are frustrated with this economic crisis and blame the government and its unfathomable debt. A solution for this is cryptocurrency. Author Thomas Fry predicts that by 2030, 25% of the nation's currency will be cryptocurrencies. However, this financial system will not operate like cash, but rather real estate. Cryptocurrency is backed through blockchain technology, which is essentially an ever-growing list of records and statements of every single crypto transaction. The technology behind it is still brand new and developing, but the world will be accustomed to it before 2030 arrives. The first approach towards this adaptation starts with the government, and a prime example of this is Zimbabwe. $1 there has suffered 500 billion% inflation, so many people, including some sections of the government, have been using cryptocurrencies to remedy this feat. Governments in general have been trying to combat the debt that they are in, which is usually caused by war expenses. So it's no surprise that many of them, the United States included, are trying to avoid investing in nuclear technology. The costs are one thing, but the past danger that nuclear technology has caused is another. Take Chernobyl, for example, in Ukraine. A nuclear disaster occurred that resulted in immense amounts of deadly radioactive activity. But in the present, many people see nuclear fusion technology as a means to fight for another energy source. Bill Gates is one of these people and has written a letter to the White House urging them to invest into this tech, but it seems as if no one is listening. As for nuclear fusion, a few grams of heavy hydrogen fuel within the reactor could power more than 700,000 American households. By 2030, there are hopes this technology will be used in a way to save the planet's resources. Overall, the journey to 2030 will be exciting, and we're excited to be part of it. With the never-ending changes in technology and our world, there are no limits to what the human race can accomplish. Who knows? Maybe there will be something invented by 2030 that no one anticipated. Yet, it could change the world. We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you are most excited about for the future. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know when a new video comes out. We appreciate you and want to thank you for watching.